Cody calls out Brock and is home of ATL, but he doesn't answer the call, so he tries to go backstage. But then Brock surprises him after a couple music fakes and battles him back to the ring instead of backstage. It's Cody in Atlanta, GA, with his family all over the place. And then Brock hits a massive F5 and breaks his arm again in front of his mom. Anyway, I'm John Wrighton with my review of WWE Raw from Atlanta, Georgia. Home of Ted Turner, WCW, other shows that Jim Crockett Promotions put on, and Georgia Championship Wrestling and all that. The Omni that has been around in a number of years. I think got demolished in the late 90s. And this show that had some good moments and had one moment that I didn't care for, but other people did. And we are on the road to SummerSlam. Okay, one quick note. Unless something changes, I will be reviewing Raw hours after it is on television because I'm going to be closing instead of being able to watch Raw live. That's okay. That means I can still get you guys a review just hours afterwards. And remember, SmackDown is on FS1 this week. So, yeah, Cody, they are all, like, man, they are just so freaking thrilled to see Cody. Adrenaline in her hole, all the thoughts out of control. Then again, to be fair, it is Atlanta. Boy, that's not going to go over well. Man, I'm a 42-year-old white man using the word thoughts. I didn't even know what the hell that meant till somebody told me. And they love Cody. They do. A lot of people love Cody. I see right through him like a fucking, several layers of cellophane, but nevertheless, he calls out Brock. He's ready for SummerSlam. Sounds really hilarious, him saying a word with that many S's. And he'll be waiting for him. And his mom, by the way, is in the front row, which makes sense. I mean, look, you want to drive home the family aspect and the fact that Cody has a new documentary biography fluff piece coming out on the cock in a couple weeks, I believe. Which, okay. I saw the trailer and I'm like, whatever. I'll review that. I don't know when I'm going to have that review up because I think it's at the end of this month. I don't like to use this word because I know that Cody has battled through a whole bunch of stuff and I'm not knocking his work and I know he went through the torn pec and fought through that and everything. Everything about his promos, stagey, acting, fake. I'm not talking about his work. I'm talking about his acting. He wants to be in Hollywood. I'm not saying that he isn't good at the theatrics of wrestling, but I don't buy him one bit. He does hug his mom, and then Bork's music surprises him, and then Bork's music surprises him again. And then he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna march like a little toddler. I don't like that Brock is not here." And then suddenly a chair's thrown in. Oh no, the big meaty man decided to throw me, and ow, I need that liver. Ow, I need those ribs. And he just beats him up, and then they get in a fight, and then I was yelling. I was laughing at this. I was like, hit the F5 in front of the mother. Break the arm in front of the mother. Do it. Why do I want Cody to be destroyed so badly? I have no goddamn idea. But it's hilarious. It's goddamn hilarious. I was losing it. It was one of the best openers in recent Raw history. Seriously, I fucking love this. Just beating him up and cranking on the arm and and doing all that, and Brock having such a great meme face. I mean, seriously, he is. And then he tries to break the arm. Oh no. The arm that he didn't break at all last time. Then he says, "Challenge accepted, bitch. Bitch." There you go. It's one of my favorite openers in a while. Then we get to Gunther versus Riddle. So, all of Imperium, all two of them, that is not Gunther, were banned from ringside. Gunther better break the record at this point. I know I have said that ad nauseum for the past 3 months, but now he just recently passed 400 days. Come on. Have him break the record. Have Drew beat him at Payback, if you want. And I'm trying to do the math in my head. He might actually have to hold it a little bit longer, but honestly, give Drew an easy way out. Have Drew face somebody else, and really, Gunther just needs to break the record. If they want him to lose it in October or whatever, it'd be a weird pay-per-view fast lane to lose it at. But then he can go on a tear, maybe win the Rumble, and face off against Seth Pheasant Rollins, or win the Elimination Chamber, an Austrian in the Elimination Chamber. Well then. So, Gunther took on Riddle. It was fine. Riddle can work. He's weird, but he can work. Him and Gunther work well together, but Gunther's already beaten him. And he beat him here. Powerbomb, 1, 2, 3. Gunther then says he's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, says that Drew will fall victim. And he will continue to reign and implement the... No, I'm not going to finish that part. I'm not finishing that part. But he is going to continue to reign with the right stuff. Okay, I'm done. I don't know what's wrong with me anymore. So, Liv and Raquel are getting interviewed by Jackie, whoever Jackie is. I don't know who the hell Jackie is. And then Rhea interrupts and has to really lower herself to headbutt Liv, which was kind of hilarious. Liv, once again, forgetting her pants. Stop thinking about it, Kier. I know you are. I know you're thinking about it. You stop it and you get some help. But they get in a brawl, and oh no, Raquel might be hurt, and she might not be able to participate in the tag team championship match. I won't have to watch Raquel be boring. Oh no. See, Raquel for a time actually wasn't all that bad, and her and Rhea had good enough matches in NXT, but Raquel now by this point has not progressed. She's not any better. So here's Judgment Day to hype up tonight and NXT. And more, Dominic getting booed. Priest even got booed. Priest was able to talk over them because Priest has a very booming voice. Balor kind of got indifference. I don't... They teased that whole thing with Jordan Devlin, and now they backed off from that. I don't know what the deal is. But nevertheless, they hype up NXT. Dominic against Wesley for the North American Championship. I have not reviewed NXT in a couple weeks. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Dominic wins the North American Championship, that pretty much is going to cement the fact that I was right to not review NXT anymore. That and many other reasons. Like the bad storylines and Booker T's commentary, where Booker T should be chased back to goddamn reality of wrestling. He should go do his own thing and stop plaguing commentary. Being worse than Michael Cole. Yes, Booker T is worse on commentary than Michael Cole. He is worse than heel Michael Cole on commentary. That is how bad Booker T is. Let's get back to Raw. Here's Sammy and Kevin. Sammy plays with the fans. Kevin gets more frustrated. And the meat of the matter is we are going to have a tag team championship match main event tonight. Hooray! And then we get recaps as Raquel cleared. Oh no. She's going to cost her team the match. Liv and Raquel against Sonya and Chelsea Green. And I like Samantha Irvin. I don't know why she feels the need to say it like that. Like Ricochet is goosing her in a certain way. And I like Samantha. Don't get me wrong. It's odd. It's odd. And she has a really good, presence as a ring announcer. She gives a lot of, great personality to it and puts over the talent. So that one's a bit weird. So it's a women's tag team championship match. Nearly 30 minutes since the last match ended. This is going to be a recurring theme. This is why, even though WWE can put on some good matches, I don't think I can go watch one of their shows live, because when I went to Dynamite earlier this year, the first Dynamite of the year, at least shit happened. Whether it was good, bad, or indifferent, at least the show kept moving. With Raw and even with SmackDown, I mean, more so with Raw because it's 3 hours, just too much time between these matches. Put more, I'm not saying you need to make it like Nitro and you need to have like 10, 12 matches, but god damn it, do something. And Sonya instantly starts topping Liv and, establishing her dominance. Once again, stop thinking about it here. And then it was fine. It was fine for what it was. I mean, Raquel was selling her knee halfway adequately. Liv was having to carry most of this. Liv somehow survives a fisting from Sonya and almost gets the victory, but oh no, she gets hit again with whatever Chelsea's finish is. The unpretty her, I believe. And it took 2 women to exhaust and top Liv. So there you go. That's a good image for everybody. New champs with Pyro. That was the first time Chelsea's gotten Pyro, I believe. That was 6 minutes, by the way. 6 minutes. After 29 minutes of just commercials and filler and stuff like that and whatever. So we then get recaps of Bork destroying Cody again and again. Sonya and Chelsea gloat. I don't know how long they're going to have the tag titles. It already seems like they were teasing the whole thing. Chelsea wants to praise. No, Sonya wants to praise. And then Bloodline recaps. Why is Seth dressed like a stripper? Is he in love with a stripper? Is he popping? Is he rolling? Is he rolling? Is he climbing the pole? Is he in love with a stripper? And yeah, you didn't think you were going to get that reference, were you? So Balor then interrupts. I want another shot. Okay, then he goes to leave. And then he pulls a paranormal activity and just throws an object at him and starts to beat him. It's like, Ben, curse your sudden and obvious was going to happen betrayal. And then make the match and all that. Why is Titus on commentary? I like Titus, but why it's so random. Why is Titus randomly out there? 25 minutes since the last match ended to this Viking rules match. I hated when the Viking Raiders and New Day did it because it was stupid. Granted, it was on a taped Raw, but still, no wonder they had 25 minutes because it probably took them a while to get the goddamn set out there. For this, there are people that really enjoyed this match, and if you enjoyed it, that's fine. It's the Raiders, and Valhalla is dear against the Alpha Academy and Maxine. There are people that have enjoyed this feud. That's fine. I don't. I don't know why Gable is not being shot to the goddamn moon, except he's not Cameron Grimes. They've been feuding over a fake Letterman's jacket. They are fighting over shampoo. Gable can do great things. He should stop doing the diving headbutt. And then there was a table bump. Maxine getting splattered with wood all over her back, thanks to Valhalla. And then Otis got pinned. That was one of the worst matches I have seen in recent Raw history. People were into it. Crowd was into it. I am on an island. I'm one of the only people apparently that didn't like it, probably because I didn't care for this goddamn feud. Then Shayna beat Nikki Cross in less time than it took me to say those names. And then she starts talking. Rhonda is talking because she's up in the crowd. Why would anyone want to listen to Rhonda? Seriously. Cut off your hair and wash someone's feet with it. A lot of words for Rhonda, who really doesn't have a great vocabulary. I mean, she doesn't allow anything to breathe in her promos. She doesn't allow anything to really settle in. She just boom, 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 boom. If she's that nervous, just have her things be short and sweet. Shayna, I'll face you at SummerSlam. Fight pit. They might do a fight pit. Even though I think Cody and Bork are going to get the fight pit. And Shayna went to go chase her down. Walking up a lot of stairs. Oh no, Nancy Argentino, stay away from the stairs. So then we get Miz TV. Instantly interrupted by Becky in her PJs. And she threatens Miz. Can she threaten me next? And then she calls out Trish and Zoe. Zoe was around when Arthur Blank first bought the Atlanta Falcons. Hell, she was around when the Atlanta Wrestling War happened. And she even saw Jerry Jarrett come down to help book and help win the Atlanta War. She was around when MLK Jr. was born. Enough jokes. Eventually I'll stop. And then she basically demands a match with Trish. Goads her into it, but Trish says, fine, you have to beat Zoe. If you don't beat Zoe... It got confusing because I'm like, she's got to beat Zoe, and if she doesn't beat Zoe, she has to get on her knees to say thank you, Trish, and she has to get a tattoo across her chest that says thank you, Trish. Or if she even beats Zoe, she still have to do that stuff. This got very messy. Now, we're going to get that match at SummerSlam. I'm all for it. Becky's going to get revenge for Zoe being on the wrong side of the war in 1916. Please, because I don't think Trish really needs to be around after SummerSlam. I'm not saying Trish has not been doing good work, but you need to have it where it's not too hot, not too cold, just right. And to be perfectly honest, I don't think that Trish really needs to be doing anything else after SummerSlam. If you want to have her at the Rumble and you want to have her be at WrestleMania one more time and have her have a send-off, that's fine. But I just don't think that she needs to have a year-long run. I don't think so. I don't know. Do you think Trish should stick around after SummerSlam? So anyway, more Cody and Bork recaps, and yay. And then big, here comes Bronson. Big Bronson Reed. Vince McMahon is back, ladies and gentlemen, against Shinsuke Nakamura. 29 minutes after the last match ended. That was like 29 fucking seconds. We go 2 minutes to the break. Maybe. It might even been 90 seconds. This was alright. Ciampa interrupts later and attacks Here Comes Bronson, and Nakamura's pissed, and Pearl Harbor job by Nakamura. Will you be serious? And then Nakamura says he's tired of people getting in his business, and it looked like he was going to kick Byron in the dick. Logan Paul will be here next week to address... Oh yeah, Ricochet cut a promo earlier. His shirt made me forget that Ricochet was on there because it was a really ugly shirt. Trust me, I know something about ugly shirts. I just don't wear them on television. Logan Paul will be here next week. Look, Logan Paul versus Ricochet will be a spectacle. It's not going to be something I'm that into because I'm kind of over the whole Logan Paul thing, but nevertheless. Zayn and Owens against Judgment Day members Priest and Dominic with Balor and Rhea, and that's instantly down to Rhea when Seth, in love with a stripper Rollins, attacks him, and he's popping, he's rolling, he's climbing that pole, he's in love with a stripper, he's hitting, he's banging, he's sending Finn back to where he's praying, and that's enough of that. That's enough of me trying to do hip-hop. 15 minutes after the last match ended, Balor gets taken out. Crowd was into it. Atlanta is a hotbed for professional wrestling, or at least used to be. It makes sense why they would be into this main event. Owens got a hot tag, went nuts. We get a melee. We then get a Rana by Priest. That was a pretty scary move, but he can do it. He's athletic enough. And looks like, oh no, Judgment Day might win. But then Liv, without her pants again, stop thinking about it here, attacks Rhea. That neutralizes her. And then Haluva kick, 1, 2, 3. Dominic gets pinned, and there you go. So yeah, we're getting close to SummerSlam. Once again, next week that review will probably be up, I'd say, Tuesday morning, afternoon. It depends on if I feel like watching Raw after I get home late. Other than that, I will be watching Raw at the normal time. And any reviews that get delayed, well, sorry. Work's kind of important. Money's kind of important. Anyway, agree, disagree with what I said. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retland. I'll see you soon.